Sydney boyfriend is upset because Sydney chose to say no, don't go to big roadie dog, right? Like, no, don't go. That blew him. He like, I'm your boyfriend. How you gonna tell him don't go? Like, you know what I'm saying? He having his big one now. The music they cut it down a little bit. We kind of got a crowd over there because they trying to see like what's going on while all the yelling. So Sydney like, you just need to go. You just need to leave, right? She just telling him because you keep starting all this stuff. He like, they the ones starting. They don't even supposed to be here. We don't even know them. You brought strangers at your party. You know, he's having his one. I'm like, he like, him, he calling me on my name. He calling me bull dagger. He said, hermaphrodite. He was trying to clock the T. He was calling me hermaphrodite. He was calling me all type of names. He like, we don't even know what it is. So only reason why I felt that I shouldn't pop off the way I should have is because I promised Sydney I was going to be on my best behavior. I said I was going to be on my best behavior. But Mark didn't. Mark didn't say he was going to be on his best behavior. And I know he going to be on one. But for some odd reason, I'm looking in the crowd and I don't see Marky. I'm looking in the crowd. I don't see Marky. So I'm like, oh my God, like, where is he? So I'm kind of nervous because I don't know where he's at. So all of a sudden I hear Sydney boyfriend like, trap mouth. You got a trap mouth. Look at his mouth. Trap mouth. This it thing. So I'm like, trap mouth. I'm like, yeah, your girlfriend like this trap mouth though. Your girlfriend was all here on this trap mouth. So he like, what? I'm like, yeah. He like, my girl wouldn't dare be kissing you. I'm like, extra girl. So Sydney was like looking puzzled. So he like, y'all kiss? She like, let's talk. He like, did y'all kiss? So I'm like, yeah. Ask her, did she kiss this trap mouth? This it. He, she, bull dagger, whatever you want to call me. It doesn't matter. She likes me. So he like, what? She like, let's talk. So he like, you're so lucky. You're so lucky. So she pulling him. Like, come on, let's talk. So all of a sudden, as I'm looking around, like, where's Marky? So everybody in the crowd, like, oh, like, just surprised. Everybody in there is surprised. The look on everybody's face was just like, confused, like, oh my God. Like the weight, because I was in the middle. So the way I kind of was doing a 360, it looked it all bad. It looked it all bad. So boom. Out of the crowd, Bryce, he comes, the one with the broken nose, he comes and he like, you lucky I don't swing off you right now. He like, I bet you when we in the hallway and we do a one-on-one since you so tough. I said, what? Wait on you in the hallway? I'm like, just swing on me right now. He like, nah, I ain't gonna do it right here. He like, wait in the hallway. I'm like, I'm not waiting in no. I'm like, I'll finish this, man. I'll make your nose lean to the left. I'm like, I dislocate it. He like, hit me now. I'm like, look, you got a whole bandage on your nose and you up here acting Big Debo, right? So he like, yeah, just wait for me. Just wait. Nah, I'm finna wait for you. So all of a sudden, Marky comes through the crowd out of nowhere. I looked through this whole entire crowd. I did not see him, okay? I don't know where Marky came from, but he came right through the crowd. When he comes through the crowd, I'm looking, he like, who want the static, bro? He like, cause I want all the static. I'm like, nah. So I put my arm out, I'm like, nah. I'm like, we gonna get them a bypass. We gonna let them pass on this. So he like, no, you ain't gotta let me pass. I'm like, trust me. If I let my brother go off, he will stump you. He'll put his shoe print in your face. He like, let him do it. My brother like, oh, I do. I'm like, hold on, wait. I'm like, see, you don't understand. You playing a dangerous game. He like, y'all are not tough. Y'all act like y'all so tough. What y'all gangbangers? Y'all gangsters? I'm like, he like, you don't know how Florida get down. I'm like, look, you know what? We just gonna go. He like, yeah, get out of here. So boom, we end up walking. So as we walking out the doorway and we get in the hallway, nobody followed us or nothing. We get out the doorway, we go towards the elevator. I'm like, where were you? Where were you? He like, you're not. He had this smirk. He like, you're not gonna believe it. We supposed to be. What if something would have popped off? right? What if they would have jumped? Like, what if something would have popped off? He like, nothing wasn't gonna pop off. So he end up getting off the elevator before me. We get off the elevator, we goes out the door. So the watchman like, oh, y'all leaving? We like, yes. He like, I'll send y'all out. We go through the revolving doors and we're walking, right? We're walking. So I'm like, bro, seriously, where were you? I really wanted to know. He was like, all right, I'll show you. Now, Marky had 4 pockets on him. He had 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Okay? Both of these pockets looked like it was some fists in there. When I say it, his pockets looked like it was lifting weights. So I'm like, what you got in your pockets? He like, wait. He had a lot of like Jello shots, them small Jello shots. He had a lot of them in his pocket. He like, it's not gonna be a lonely walk home. I'm like, you stole Jello like, you basically left me hanging for some Jello shots, right? So he like, come on. He like, let's take some. So we taking some on the walk. So we slowly but surely. He like, so what happened with Virginia? So I'm like, man, bro. I'm like, she left. I'm like, I'm gonna tell you when we get home. So as we talking, my dad's phone rings. So I'm thinking it's Virginia probably hitting me up or Sydney hitting me up, right? So boom, I picks up, you know what I'm saying? I pick up the phone. I'm like, hello. My mom like, you got 20 minutes. I'm like, we walking out. She like, y'all better be running. She said, cause when I look again, I better hit his door closing. I'm like, I'm coming now, I'm coming. She like, okay. I hang up. I'm like, that's mom. He like, what she say? I'm like, we got 20 minutes. He like, okay. I'm like, let's run. He like, I'm not running. I'm like, I'm running. Yo, when I say I was running fast and hard, when I say I took off, when I say I wasn't doing this, I wasn't, jogging. I was running so hard. Marky I don't know what Marky was doing. I think he was power running / walking / running, but I was leaving him in the dust. I had to stop. I'm like, I felt like my heart was going to come out my chest. I'm like, oh my God. So Marky finally catch up. He like, you good? I'm like, I can't breathe. I feel my heart on the side and on the front. Right? He like, let's just wait. I'm like, no, we got to keep going. So now I'm like, I ain't even looking at the time no more. We finally gets all the way up there. I'm tired. As soon as we get inside the complex area where all the, where the resort at, I'm like, bro, I don't think I can make it. So I sat on the ground. I'm like, bro, carry me. Please, bro, just carry me. He like, I can't carry you. I'm like, please, bro, I can't. Oh, he like, why you run that hard and fast? I'm like, I don't know. I'm hot. I'm thirsty. So I'm complaining. He like, come on. He like, we gotta go. So I'm like, wait, we need to check. We need to check on Virginia. He like, no, we need to go straight in. I'm like, we gotta check on Virginia, bro. I want to know if she made it safe. So he like, just call her. So I kept calling her. And it was going straight to voicemail. I don't know if she was bumping at the voicemail, but it wasn't ringing long. It was like good 3 rings and boom, I was getting a V-mail. So I'm like, I'm going, you know what I'm saying? I'm finna go to her door. So he like, no. He like, now it's late. He like, no, don't go to her door. He like, I'm going in. I'm like, bro, just wait. Why you always gotta leave me? He like, so he stood on the side of the door. So I'm like, I go over to the door. And like you got that little thing that you can knock with. I'm like, Marky like, they ain't coming. I'm like, shh. He like, bro, you already, come on, let's just go. I'm like, hush, shush, for once. So I'm like, maybe if I knock. He like, bro. I'm like, then I stop. All of a sudden, I ain't hear nobody say, who is it? I didn't hear nothing. Like nobody saying nothing. I didn't even hear nobody unlock the door. All I heard was just the door open. And it was her dad. It wasn't even her sister, her mom. It was her dad. So I was speechless right there. But I couldn't show that I was nervous. So he like, can I help you? I'm like, maybe I got the wrong door. So Marky like, so he's sliding down. He's sliding down, like getting closer to our door, like getting ready to leave me. I'm like, is do Virginia live here by chance? He like, who wants to know? I'm like, I do. He like, and who are you? I'm like, I'm her friend Rody Doty. He like, and you want to know if she's here right now at this time? I'm like, oh, she was at a party with us. She been left. I just want to know if she made it safe. He like, well, she's safe. She's here. I'm like, can I talk to her for a second? He like, I'm sorry, buddy. It's a little too late for that. He like, won't you just come in the morning? He like, and you'll be able to talk to her. So I'm like, it was a classy shutdown. It wasn't like he was trying to treat me. So I'm like, okay. I'm like, thank you. I'm like, can you tell her Rody Doty stop by? He like, I got you, buddy. He like, have a good night, okay? So boom, he shut the door, and I goes and get ready to let us in. Now Marky's standing by the door, so I'm looking at him. I'm like, I should lock you out. He like, why? I'm like, why did you leave me? He like, I heard a man's voice. Who was that? Cause she ain't got no brother. I ain't see her when we went over there. I'm like, that was her dad. He like, yeah. I'm like, bro, you always leave me. So I'm like, it's cool. So I hit the thing, boop, and then I didn't open it. So he like, why you? I'm like, can you get off my back? He like, come on so we can go in. I'm like, you heard that? He like, no. I'm like, shh. You sure you didn't hear that? He like, hear what? I'm like, peek around to see who that is. So he goes and he peeks around. I hit the car, boop, open the door and shut it. He like, bro, so he knocking. So my mom like, okay, y'all back. Where's Marky? I'm like, oh, my bad. So I opened up the door. He was lucky mommy was coming out the bathroom, because if she wasn't, he would have been out there. He would have been out there. So he like, why you, come on, why you lock me out? So she like, She like, did y'all have fun? I'm like, yeah, we had fun. She like, y'all get in the shower before y'all get in that bed. So boom, we end up showering and stuff like that, getting ourselves together. My mom comes after I'm coming out the shower. She like, Rody Doty. I'm like, yes. She like, deposit me your dad's phone right now. So I'm like, that, like, she was on it. So I went on ahead, I give her dad's phone. And boom, I goes in the room with Marky. So Marky like, slamming party. I'm like, man, lame party. He like, if I see that dude, he was talking about Bryce, if he see dude, he gonna really break his nose. I'm like, nah, bro. I'm like, it's all good. I'm like, I can't believe they was name calling me like that. So he like, what happened with Virginia? So I was like, man, look, it was a crazy scenario. I'm like, she need to go to the bathroom. I'm telling him the story, right? And I'm like, she went to the bathroom. Then Sydney comes, and then Sydney ended up kissing me, and she's coming out the bathroom. He like, wait, what? He like, did Sydney know that she was in the bathroom? Because Sydney know that she came with you. I'm like, yeah. He like, I think she did that on purpose.